Hello, and welcome to this June channel update. It's a few days early because we've had kind of an event with the power outage and internet being down. You're watching this because the internet's back, by the way. Now, you may have seen a channel kind of an alert, special alert I was able to get out thanks to a friend of mine from my local game group. And if it wasn't for Joker, you guys wouldn't have that little bit of information. So, this is going to kind of cover what I can. I'm doing this kind of ahead of schedule so that I'm trying to get several videos out so that when the internet is back up, I can just kind of dump a lot of them on the internet. There's on YouTube. Now here's the problem is that I've got an interruption, a schedule interruption for the following week, and I'll be able to record remotely during that week, but I won't actually have internet access for a whole different reason, not because it's the internet's down. So there'll be a break of about a week where I won't be posting videos, but I'll be recording them. So unfortunately, the plan now it may end up being that there'll be 2 weeks without videos. So we'll see how this goes. But let's take a look at June. June was kind of almost a pre-Christmas kind of thing. We were all looking forward to 8th finally dropping. Some of us, including myself, were actually probably the mode of enough already. Let's just get to it. Release it, get it over with. I want the models, I want the books, I want to start playing. So it finally got here, and I'm actually, as a result, began a new series. This is called 8th Edition Learning Curve, and essentially it's going to be a combination of videos heavily leaning toward bat reps, but it's going to be interspersed as well, as you'll see with the very first episode, actually recorded during the power outage. Some insights and the thoughts I have, things that my aha moments or what have you, to try to help us all get through this learning curve of 8th edition. 8th edition is a really new game. I know for some of you guys out there it seems similar because you played Age of Sigmar or you've played 2nd edition and 3rd edition, but to the guys like myself who started in 5th edition, this is all new. And I don't play Age of Sigmar, it's all new. So there's going to be a steep learning curve. So I figure by putting this out there, you'll be able to see my battles in battle reports, and these will actually, because of nature, actually have the dice rolls being filmed. They'll be short because they're small games, and 8th edition is a faster game. So you'll be able to see the mistakes being made, see the things being done right. Hopefully captions I'll be able to put in and show you when we made certain mistakes. Spoiler alert, I actually did make mistakes in the first couple games, and you'll see those actually blazing before you on the screen with captions telling you, yeah, look at this fool, he made, okay. But the point that I'm trying to make with these videos is, or not make, but accomplish, is give us all a forum in which we can kind of share, okay guys, here's what you did wrong, or hey, oh, I didn't realize the rule meant that, or guys, I think you got the rule wrong. Yeah, I'm putting it out there. Let's help each other learn. Hopefully by seeing this, it'll give you that many more battles using kind of, again, repetition is how you learn things. So I don't know how long it'll last. We'll probably get over the learning curve, the bulk of it, within a month or two. But I know it's not going to go any more than the start of the worldwide campaign, okay? Because at that point, I'm going to start basically a new series of bat reps. They will not be saber duels whether I play or not. They're not going to be saber duels because these are themed around GW's global campaign. So I'm going to do kind of almost a news from the front kind of a video. I'm still playing with the concept, but it's going to be a bat rep more in a narrative style, like I'm starting to fall back toward. I personally do like games where I can see the dice, and I think my Saber duels will still do that. But my Saber epics and my narrative and this news from the front will take more of a narrative style. Some key dice rolls will be recorded, but other than that, just narrative. The key dice rolls are kind of more for suspense. So we'll see how that it seemed to work well with the last couple Keg Rock's Last Laugh missions, and I enjoy filming those, I think, a little bit more. So that's kind of the angle I'm taking. So watch for those in the coming months. Now, one other thing is we may also end up doing at the shop is I've been asked to kind of put together a campaign framework for the Chaos versus Everybody Else 8th edition post terrible rift. So I'm working on some ideas, and once the global campaign is over, if the shop wants to start a campaign of their own locally, I'll start a narrative campaign that way. Now, it won't be as tightly woven as Keg Rock's Last Laugh. This will be more of an open-ended narrative, very similar to my concept with my the Dark Eldar one that hopefully will also be coming soon, and the first one I wrote, which was a Necron Eldar Mechanicus one. But this is loose. Mini Wargaming did one. I forget the name of it offhand, but it was kind of a map campaign, and I'm not going to do it in terms of maps, but it was very open-ended, and the results of all the combats really made the campaign work or not, for different factions. But I think I'm just going to weave a story as these different battles come together. So I'm still working on the concept, but that'll be coming hopefully at some point in the future. Again, it's just a concept that will be available to the shop if they want to run an event, a campaign event for a few weeks, and we'll see how that plays out. So that's something else that's in the works, keeping me a little bit busy. So let's go. Let's look at the impact here. Unfortunately, because of the power outage and the resulting cleanup or recovery from it, and the internet breakage and all, and me preparing for some other things that are happening around here, my production schedule for videos, such as there is one, is really kind of got thrown out of whack. I have eight videos lined up, and I really can't do them simply in the time I wanted to do. There's also to be done before this end of this week, and here I'm lucky to get 3 done plus this one. We'll see how it all plays together. So essentially, for this week and the following week, there will not be an Academy video, but we'll pick up with Chapter 12 with Sun Tzu the first full weekend, no, the second full weekend in July, so it'll be July 8th, I think it is. Yeah, July 8th. So we'll pick up again there. We're almost done with that series, which is kind of interesting. It's almost, sad, because I've enjoyed walking through Sun Tzu. Read it before, but didn't get captured by it as much. But this time going through it, thinking in terms of the tabletop really helped me enjoy that a lot more, and being able to share it with you guys is really a lot of fun. So after that, I got a couple of video ideas. One of the biggest ones that I'm really excited about is the whole concept of area denial. It's been a video I've been planning for a while, and now with 8th, area denial becomes extremely important. It's almost a tactic in and of itself that actually affects the game substantially. So we're going to go look at a couple things in the space of area denial. It's more than just blocking your opponent. There's a lot to it, and now that 8th is out, I want to spend some time with that. Hopefully it'll be one video. It might have to break into 2 with physical and firepower, 2 different types of area denial. But I'm going to put that between the Sun Tzu Academy series and the next one, which is going to be Liddell Hart's 8 Maxims, Strategy Maxims. So I'm kind of excited. I'm looking forward to that one for a while. All right, so anyway, next thing. I've got, there's so many things that have been interrupted here. My Polish 1st Armor Division build, there's an update coming there, but again, I can't film it because of time. I kind of feel bad here. I'm filming it, and this update, and I'm feeling like, well, I could be filming that. But no, I want to make sure I get this update out. I've got a new project that I was just kind of given, excited about, along the lines of that Dreadfire portal. So I want to start that video series and project, but again, I can't. There's too many things I got to do this week that aren't even related to the hobby. And then let's see what else I got. I got notes here just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. You know, yeah, we got that going. Yep, Q&A. Oh, the Q&A. Yes, I'm going to do the Q&A. I'm recording it next week. But if you haven't already seen it and responded or put your questions in, please do that by the end of the day on, well, actually, man, see, I don't even know when this video is going to come out. Let's just make sure you just put it in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to video that during the middle of the week next week. In preparation for releasing it, it'll be on the 1st or 2nd of July. So it will be a day or two late, but I was trying to get it done by the end of this week. But, well, we go what? The 25th, the 24th of June. But there's just no way that's going to happen. So leave a question if you can. I'm definitely going to record it midweek. But if I don't get your question pulled in time, I will either include it in the following month, or I will try to squeeze a separate additional clip at the end of that video with those additional questions that happen to trickle in after this weekend. So that's kind of what's coming there. Something really cool. I'm noticing subscribers are steadily ticking up. You know, there's always you'll always lose some and gain some. It's the nature of things. But I'm getting closer to 150, which is kind of exciting. I don't know why 150 has a meaning to me. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, I'm only 12 away as of the recording of this video. I'll probably lose one or two next week, and then we'll go back up again later. Not certain what all will drive additional subscriptions, but you know what? As long as I'm getting people viewing the material, that's really what matters. So share what you can if you don't already. I'm trying to get certain videos out on different forums. This whole social media thing is a little bit different. I know it's weird, I'm on YouTube and all, but I'm really not an extrovert, okay? I'm actually feel kind of good that I'm protected by the camera, if you will. You can't get to me kind of thing. So trying to actually get out there and promote the various videos, it's taking a little bit of practice and getting used to, and overcoming some mental blocks there. But it is kind of fun. I've noticed that when I have certain videos of a topic that I think some other people enjoy, I'll post it. That sure enough they do enjoy it. It's really kind of neat. I like doing that. It's kind of fun. So I don't know. I don't know why I said that. It's just something that I guess I'm just sharing kind of my feelings of where I'm at right now with YouTube. This is something that I'm still enjoying. I plan on continuing this. Hopefully by next Adepticon, because we're going to work that one into the budget for sure next year, unless something else catastrophic goes on. I'm going to probably do some things channel related from there. I'm hoping to maybe, I see all these people who have their YouTube channels, they got fancy t-shirts and all that, so I'll probably do something like that for me, not selling. I'm not trying to sell t-shirts or anything, but having my own t-shirt, that would be cool. It's just really neat it was great. The other day, for example, I was at work and working in a different building and chatting with somebody who had seen one of my videos on Facebook, didn't know who it was, and there's a message coming on Facebook saying, "I either saw you or your doppelganger in the building today." It's like, so it's kind of neat when I get to interact with people who've seen my videos and I don't know. That's really kind of neat. So, there aren't a lot of you out there, and that's entirely fine. But so when it does happen, it is kind of special. It's not out of the blue. It is out of the blue. It's not something that happens every day. So it's kind of rewarding. As long as I keep putting out stuff that you guys want and get something out of, then I feel like I'm doing what I should be doing. and that will continue for the next, well, who knows how long. I'm just glad 8th edition is turning out as good as I was hoping, and I don't know, there still might be a rant or two stored up inside. It might come out, but no, I'm really overall pleased. I'm not going to go into any details because I'll leave that for the Learning Curve series and Q&As or wherever. There's other more appropriate settings for 8th edition talk. But I honestly was worried that my hopes would be dashed and 8th edition would be so bad that I really wouldn't enjoy playing the game anymore. And well, then there goes most of the reason I have the channel. That's not really the reason. Most of the drivers, the conversioning models that I do are for 40K. I don't convert models for bolt action. I don't convert models for anything else. So it's like, if that stops, what am I going to do next? So I'm relieved. 8th edition is really good. I'm enjoying it. Still out to learn, but it just bodes well for the channel. We'll see what happens in the future. All right, so I'm just going to wrap this up real quick. Hope you found that interesting. I think I'm going to try to do I don't know. I don't know what I'm thinking anymore. Okay. So with that, I think it's probably all I can really think of going forward. Well, actually, I'm sure there's something I'm missing, but this is kind of off the cuff with everything being so crazy this week. But I thought I'd get it done so that as soon as the internet does come back, I can get this channel update out there for you guys so you kind of know where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what's coming next. So with that, I'll leave you all. Please, as I keep saying in my videos, please share, like, subscribe. But more than that, let me know what you might be interested in content-wise, because I want to make sure that I'm doing things that you'll find valuable. And I'm open to doing new things. There's a lot of things I do. For example, I guess we're starting over. We're starting to add to more to this channel update. When I did that Dreadfire Portal project update, it opened my eyes to the fact that there's a lot of stuff I do that I could video and record put a really quick series together. 3-4 videos, or like this bolt action project, a much longer one. So if there are other things, I don't know if there's other things I do that you'd be interested in. So please comment, let me know what might be of interest. So one other thing that's coming that I'm mulling about is my Q&A might become a Q&A and Q, because I've thought about some things, and I'm wondering I might use that forum to not only answer your questions, but pose questions to you guys. I've seen other channels do something like that. And I don't really have a good setup to do streaming. My schedule doesn't really allow it on a consistent basis, day to day and day out. Each week looks different, so I can't get into a schedule for streaming, which would allow, even if I did have all the components in place, which would actually allow some interaction. So this is a way to maybe get some interaction in 2 ways. Instead of you just asking me the questions and me answering, I could ask you guys the questions and you share your answers with all the viewers. All right. So with that, I'll end the video this time, for sure, honestly, this time. And share, like, subscribe again, comment below, give me your ideas. Just let me know what's on your mind. And we'll talk to you later, whatever the next video happens to be. Take care. Bye-bye.